Welcome to another episode of Pierre's Culinary Kitchen. If you see my earlier segment where I show you how to debone chicken and two methods, today we're going to do a 10-minute segment on creating a nice, elegant dinner for your hubby at home or your loved one at home. Once you got the chicken already cut up, and once you transport one segment to another, you have to keep it in the refrigerator. Remember I was telling you about the salmonella poisoning. So, we're going to take this French cut chicken breast. What we're going to do today, we're just going to sear it with some salt and pepper. Once you sear it with some salt and pepper, which we're going to do right now, we're going to put it on another plate. We're going to take a little bit of black cracked pepper. You can use the black pepper you have in your house in the kitchen, but if you can go to the store and find one of these that have the twister on it that cracks it for you, it'll be better because it'll be a fresh salt and pepper that you're throwing on it. Right now I'm missing my salt. I can't seem to find it. And here it goes. So now, sea salt is very good. Sea salt, as a matter of fact, is being used a lot in the restaurant these days. So we're going to put some cracked sea salt on this. And basically, that's all you're going to need. It's just salt and pepper. On this pan over here, nice and hot, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. Now you want to get this pan nice and hot because what you want to do, you want to sear the bottom skin of it. So you don't want to move it anything. You don't want it smoking hot where it's going to start a fire or there's smoke coming out the pan. But you want it nice and hot so as you can sear the chicken breast. So right there, that's perfect. You're searing that chicken breast. You're going to give it a nice color. And you really don't want to do anything to it. You just want to let it sear just like this for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes is the max. You're going to get a nice brown color underneath it. Now you're going to want to have your oven on 350 degrees. Just so when you flip it, you can put it in the oven. Now, we're going to put the remaining chicken back in the fridge. And what we're going to do, we're going to garnish it. We're going to do a better spinach with some sauteed garlic, white wine, a little bit of butter and olive oil, salt and pepper. And we're going to julienne, finish that with a julienne of pommes frites potatoes, which is basically, you take yourself a nice peeled potato. Now, I can do this because I have the skills with the knife, but at home, if you have a mandolin, you want to get this slice as thin as possible. So you want to go down the potato, get some nice, very thin slices, like basically like a potato chip. So what you're going to do, you're going to line it to the side, pile them on top of each other, and you're going to get very, very, very julienne, thin slices. I mean, you have to take 5 minutes to do this, go right ahead, but what you're looking for is basically something like this. It's very fine and very thin. Now, if you have a mandolin at home, one of these Chinese little slices, and you can just slice it through, it comes with its own little blade. I think it's like $10 to $12 in the Bowery, downtown Manhattan. That would be perfect for this job right here. So what you want to do, once you slice it, you want to put it in a bowl of water. Every time you work with potato, you want to keep it in a bowl of water so it won't oxidize and turn color on you. And after you slice it, you want to keep it in another bowl until you're ready to put it in the fryer. I'm going to check my pans, make sure that they're not too hot because you really don't want to burn anything. So I got my oil going now. If you don't have a deep fryer at home, cool. Grab one of your pots or soup pots, like I have here for the chicken stock, for the chicken bones that I had left over from the first segment that I showed you. I usually fill it up halfway with oil. Now, I try to keep my oil in the back at 350 degrees. Now, like I said, you got 2 minutes. You're going to sear that chicken breast nice and brown in 2 minutes. And then you're going to flip it over. And if you can see that brown color, it's like a caramel brown color that you've gotten out the chicken and rendered the fat. Now what you want to do is take this and pop it in the oven. So you want to keep it in the oven at about 350 degrees, like I said. Now I had one that I made earlier that, it's perfect. She's nice and tender. Now the chicken, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these french fries, these fine julienne french fries, and I'm going to drop it in some oil over here. And let that cook off. Now you really don't want to throw a lot of french fries in one shot in the oil because what's going to happen is that the oil is going to rise and you basically can start a fire in your house. So you want to add a little bit of french fries at a time, just so the oil can emulsify with the water and cook evenly. Once you get that cooking in there, you want to take a fork and you want to start stirring these little French fries. You want to keep a close eye on it. If your phone rings, answer it and come back. If you have to go to the bathroom, do something. Make sure you do not take your eyes off those French fries because they're very thin. And you want to get a nice brown caramel kind of color to everything. Everything has to have a caramel color. So I got the chicken going and I got the French fries going in there. So we're going to take some of these out. Now, I just did a trial run on these, so you can see what I'm talking about, and this is basically what you want to get. Now that cooked very quick only because I put 2 or 3 of them in there. On television land we always have to prepare ahead of time. So I already got some garnish ready to go. Now what we're going to do for the vegetable is some sauteed spinach with garlic. Now we're going to get some olive oil in this hot pan over here going, and we're going to get this garlic. Now the garlic that I have here, I sliced them very thin, like The Godfather. If you ever saw the movie The Godfather, you notice that, or no, I think it was one of these mobster movies, where he takes the Jane and he slices that garlic very thin. So basically this is what we have here. We got these very thinly sliced garlic. Now you say what makes a difference? Well, it kind of makes a difference in flavor and texture and look and everything. So we're going to get that going real hot. We got our chicken ready. We're going to get our plate for presentation. Like I said, I only have 10-minute segments, so all this has to be going real quick. And once, you know, my video starts spreading out and people starting to get to know about my segment of Pierre's Culinary Kitchen, I can expand my videos to half an hour, 45 minutes, but I'm looking for a half-an-hour show. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this garlic over here. You want to get the garlic nice and brown and toasted. You do not want to burn it. You don't want to take your eye off it. Then you want to take some spinach that we have here and put it right in there. Oh, this smells so wonderful. So we're going to get this spinach right in there with a little bit of white wine. And there you go. Now spinach cooks very, very quick. You know? So, you can smell that from here. Now you're going to add to it just a little bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And that's it. This spinach is done. I mean, you really, 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 really have to smell how this is smelling right here, because this is wonderful. Now what you're going to do in the middle of the plate, you're going to pile this spinach on top. Beautiful. Beautiful. I always like using a white plate because it looks nice. Then what you're going to do, you're going to take your chicken breast, which is still cooking in the oven, but in this case I have one ahead of time, and you're going to cut it into a couple of pieces because it's nice and watery, nice and juicy. I mean, oh, this is great. I'm going to eat this right afterwards. So now basically you're going to put this chicken here and you're going to come around it like this. Beautiful presentation. Always clean up behind yourself. And right here with these potatoes that I showed you earlier, you're just going to do a mountain of chips right on top. And voila. This is a meal fit for a king. So I hope that you enjoyed a little bit today about what I have for you to present to your loved ones at home. And like I said, you know, every meal has to have 3 elements of protein, which is meat, fish, or beef, vegetables, no matter what it is, and starch, which can be potato, rice, or anything within that form. So, from my kitchen to your home, bon appetit. Enjoy. Have a nice day.